Hi everyone, it is Sav, and today I am going to be talking about my goals for 2023. So I'm not a person who usually does resolutions. I like to kind of create almost like a to-do list for the entire year. Now I also make to-do lists daily, I make them weekly, I make them monthly, but I also like to have these kind of overarching goals for myself throughout the year. This year is 2023. So I have my planner here that I got and I've already filled that out, but I also made a template that's pretty cute, I think, for any of you guys who are more of an electronic person. You can also print this out. The link will be below. I made it on Canva. This is my example. I have some of my goals on there as well, and you can find both my example and the template linked below in the description in case that interests you. I have checkboxes beside a lot of mine, and I even added checkboxes beside my own in my planner because I like the satisfaction of checking things off. Like I said, it's kind of for me like a to-do list for my entire year. So I like to start out with kind of having a big picture goal for the year. And so that is what I do. So you can do this bullet points, you can do it check boxes, you can do it in a paragraph, a sentence, however it works for you. But my big picture goal for this year includes a lot of different things. And so basically I say that in 2023, I hope to save up a certain amount of money by the end of the year. So that is my goal. Of course, you can say by 6 months. I also want to graduate with a 4.0. I have maintained a 4.0 so far in my final semester of college, of undergrad. I also want to apply to grad school very soon. I want to land a good job. I would like to work while I'm in grad school, even if it is just part-time. I want to build up that resume, and it might be that I just land a job as an assistant in an assistantship with the grad school, which is really one of my main goals, is apply to grad school and get an assistantship. But yeah, if that doesn't work out, then land a good job as well. I also want to work towards improving my health. I have been going to the gym throughout the last quarter of 2022, and I want to just maintain that for my health, not for appearances, really just for health reasons, because I find it so easy just to sit around, relax, watch some TV, but I really want to push myself to go out for walks, continue to go to the gym, do things that my body enjoys doing and not forcing myself by saying like, oh, that'll make you look better. No, I want to feel better. And also one of my main things that I really struggle with health-wise is eating good, so that's kind of included in that as well. I also want to learn more about yoga and meditation, and hopefully I can do that on this channel with you guys. But if you guys have any recommendations, if you like doing yoga, if you're a meditator, do you have any like guided meditations that you like or anything like that? I would love to hear what those are. I'm a big podcast listener as well, so if you have any recommendations for those, I would always love to get those. And then lastly, I just want to create better habits. So that's my overarching plan for my big picture goals for this year. I do have a lot of smaller ones, and that is the second section of my template that I have where it is like check boxes. And I have several on there. I don't have all of mine filled up, but I do hope to get it very close to that. So yeah, one of my main goals is to create a habit of meditation and journaling, which I already haven't even established, and it's the 3rd of January. But I think I heard that it takes only 3 days to create a new habit. So if you do something consecutively 3 days, then you can create a new habit. So I'm really going to try to work on that, even if I just journal maybe twice a week. Just starting out that kind of low, that's what I usually do. When I first started going to the gym, I said like go 3 days a week, go 4. And now I'm up to where I go 5-ish. I've been sick, so I haven't gone very recently, but go like 5-ish days a week. So in addition to that, I also want to push myself in writing regularly. So once again, I'm really just working on building better habits that will influence me that I think will encourage me to be a better person, a more inspired person. And it's kind of inherent in each of these things that I'm not going to spend time on my phone. I really don't spend that much time on my phone anyways. I spend about an average of 4 hours, which I know is still a lot, but that's not a lot compared to a lot of people. But I want to lower that even more. And instead of turning to TikTok or Instagram or Snapchat, whenever I'm bored, I want to pick up a book or journal. You know, things like that I feel like will better influence the person I'll be tomorrow. So yeah, push myself in writing regularly. As I said, I am an English major, I want to write, and so I need to create that habit of writing, and that's what I want to do as well. And so I'll probably do the same thing with that. I'll probably say like, write creatively, give yourself 15 minutes to write 2 times a week, and that's how small I'll start out, and then that will hopefully increase as I go. I also want to create a senior paper that I am proud of and passionate about. I am in my senior seminar this semester. Like I said, this is my last semester of undergrad, and we have to create, I think, like a 15-page research paper. I have some ideas already. I've been keeping ideas since last semester. Actually, I keep a running list of things I want to write about every semester, and if you're an English major, I highly recommend that. Is if you know you're going to have an essay, while you read the things, your required readings, always think about what you might want to do if you like that piece a lot, you know, what's something that you like about it. So yeah, create a senior paper that I'm proud of. I also want to compile an impressive resume because I definitely don't have one of those now. I've taken a communication class where I created a resume, but I hate it. So I'm really going to work on improving that. I also want to read 40 books. Last year I did 30, and so I'm going to push myself to up that to 40. I hit 30 last year on Goodreads. My Goodreads will be linked below in case you're interested in seeing what I've been reading and my ratings. I also have a video here where I talk about some brutally honest reviews from the first portion of 2022, what I read and if I would read it again. So yeah, check that out if you're interested, if you're a reader like I am. Also, another one of my goals for this year is to stay inspired with my YouTube. Obviously, I'm sure if any of you guys have kept up with me at all, you know that I have not been posting for about half of last year. After last fall, my fall semester last year was just super overwhelming. Wow, it's probably one of the hardest semesters I've ever had. Of course, I came out with a 4.0, but it still was a really, really hard semester for me. It was just really overwhelming. And I had to just give up something to be able to have a good school-life balance, and that was this, so I'm sorry. But it was really, really nice. It was a nice break. Now I'm coming back feeling more inspired, which is always nice. Those are my main goals just for my life in 2023, things that I want to practice more, that I want to implement in my life. The bottom section of my template that I provided you guys is something that I've never done this before, but I really, really am excited to do it because this is one of the things that I really struggle with the most. Very anxious person, I'm very critical, I'm very insecure, and I really want to improve myself this year. And so I've given myself checklists, things that I want to make sure that I'm doing all throughout 2023, every single day, and just kind of as a reminder to do these things for myself. Of course, my goals are also for myself as well, but I mean like just for me, like who I am as a person and ways that I can kind of change my mindset, the goals of my mindset in 2023. So my first one is to be more forgiving. I feel like we all can apply this one to our lives. We're all really unforgiving, I feel like. And just to be forgiving, because the only person we hurt when we don't forgive others is ourselves. My second one is to be present and purposeful. And what I mean by that is to be present in situations. I find myself a lot of times being in a situation that I'm really happy in or that I'm really excited to be in, but on my phone or I'm stressed out about something. I really just want to practice being more present in every situation and to really just experience the moment without being anxious about future moments that might happen. And then I also said I want to be purposeful, and by purposeful I mean I really want to think about what I'm doing in everything, so like in my actions. So when I'm bored, I don't want to just get on my phone. I want to really be purposeful in that time that I'm using every day, every minute, right? You can never go back and relive any minute, any second. So really being purposeful with my time that I have. I also have on my things that my goals for myself is to read hard books and to ask hard questions. It's something that I always stay away from. I really need to read the classics. Like I said, I want to go to grad school, and that's basically like the bare minimum. And so this summer and this semester, I'm hoping I have time to really dive into the classics. And I have a lot of the classics on my want to read list on Goodreads in case you guys want to follow along as I force myself to read those. And as I read those things, I don't want to ask easy questions. I always go to feminist approach, to feminist critique when writing. And I don't want to do that. I really want to push myself to to branch out into other critiques and criticisms and theories. So yeah, that's one of my goals for myself, is to get out of my comfort zone, basically. I also want to celebrate small accomplishments. I've been working on this throughout 2022 as well, but I really want to carry this over into 2023 and continue to do this. Like something as small as I made my bed today, I brushed my teeth, I put gel in my hair. It's like I put earrings in, you know, it's just these small accomplishments that we do every day that we act like aren't that big of a deal, but they feel so hard to do sometimes. So just celebrating those things, and it could be something as just like, good for you. So just go buy yourself a coffee, make yourself a coffee, just being proud of yourself, basically. That's one of my goals. I also want to be more patient with myself. Like I said, I'm very, very insecure, and I'm very, very like self-critical. And so I really want to work on being more patient with myself, especially with like things like this, that I don't have deadlines. I just give myself deadlines. And so it's like, no, be patient with yourself. I gained nothing from this except experience and a little bit of happiness. And so I want to be patient with myself and remind myself that like, this is, be patient with yourself. And then lastly, I really want to reflect on the good rather than the bad. I find myself all the time, especially in social situations, reflecting on what I did wrong in a situation and what I could have done better and all this other stuff. I think those reflections are okay if they are like used very carefully and very minimally. But if that's all you focus on in social situations like me, I want to take that step back, and we need to take that step back, and we need to say, okay, what did I do good? What did I do really good? And sometimes I find myself saying like, nothing. You did nothing good, because I am really hard on myself, but I want to really focus on those good things, those improvements that I have made, and celebrate those things. So it's kind of going back to celebrating small accomplishments. I didn't say 30 times, I said it 15, you know, just like small things like that, where it's like you are improving, but it might be not where you really want to be, but you're still, I mean, you can't just change in 1 second, right? We have to work to improve. And so that's really what I want to do, is to reflect on good things, especially in social situations. I want to reflect on what I did good rather than what I did bad or embarrassing. So yeah, those are all of my goals and resolutions for 2023. Like I said, I always add more stuff as I go throughout the year. How are you supposed to know what you want for the entire year on the first week of the year? So keep a running tally. This is why I like this, because I can always fit more stuff into it. If you have a planner, that should be one of my goals as well, is to stay organized and to stay with my planner, because it really just makes me feel like my life is more put together. So yeah, that is that. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video and that you found it helpful. If you do end up using the template, I would love for you guys to share it with me on my Instagram, which will be linked below. I did change my username. It is now Sav Price with the I as an X. So check that out in the description below with all of my other social links, including my blog, my Goodreads, my photography Instagram, all of those good things, including some others. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.